There's nothing better than a video where I get to unwrap some brand new Tull vinyl. Welcome classic rock fans to a short video where, as I said in my intro, I get to unbox some classic Tull vinyl. I mean, how great is that? Excuse my voice, I've got a dreadful cold. And of course what I'm talking about is Jethro Tull's Warchild II. This brings together all those associate recordings that were on those lavish box sets that we buy. 40th anniversary of the Warchild album. This is disc 2 of that box set. Now it says in the Amazon blurb, for the first time available on vinyl, which is strictly not true because some of these have appeared on vinyl before. I think on the 20th anniversary box set there was a CD and vinyl edition of that, and some of these have appeared. Some it actually says so on the back. Of course, Tomorrow Was Today is on here. Wonderful, wonderful unreleased number which they managed to excavate from all those Warchild sessions, and it's one of the highlights of that box set. This of course is on here and on vinyl for the first time. Anyway, enough of this flim-flam. Let's get the cellophane off and take a closer look at this, shall we? So here we have it in all its glory. A beautiful matte sleeve. Wonderful reproduction of the actual image itself. The colours are striking. Nice thick card. It says here additional Warchild LP sessions, recordings remixed by Stephen Wilson. So I suppose you could say the Stephen Wilson mixes for the first time on vinyl would be quite correct, but some of these songs, as I've said, have appeared on vinyl before. There's the rear. So the light doesn't reflect in it. There's the rear. And the tracks we get are side one, Paradise Steakhouse, which was first released on Nightcap double CD 1993. Then we get Sea Lion 2, which was first released on Nightcap double CD as well. Saturation, first released on the 20 Years of Jethro Tull box set 1988. We all bought that, didn't we? Quartet, first released on Nightcap in 93. Good Godmother, first released on the Warchild 40th Anniversary Theatre Edition box set or book set in 2014. And Good Godmother was one of those little gems that they excavated that we'd never heard before until the release of that box set. Side 2 we get Warchild 2, first released on Warchild 40th Anniversary Theatre Edition. Tomorrow Was Today, which is, I think I said before, is one of the highlights of this set. Again, that was released on the Warchild 40th Anniversary, that lovely box set. Glory Row, first released on the Best of Jethro Tull Volume 2 in 1977. Then we get March to the Mad Scientist, which was first released on Ring Out Solstice Bells EP 1976. Pan Dance, which was on the Solstice Bells EP from 1976. And Rainbow Blues, which came out in one of those Best of Jethro Tull. They did 2 vinyls, didn't they, in, was it 76? No, 76. They both came with posters, if I'm not mistaken. And of course Rainbow Blues was on that. We get the wonderful lineup of Jethro Tull, including Barrymore Barlow, who made a wonderful contribution to the sound of Tull from Thick as a Brick onwards as well. So there we are, that's the actual LP and its contents. Let's take a gander at the inside sleeve. So who's this fella? Again, what is striking is how the quality of these prints, very striking, very vibrant, really, really nice. And then we've included the lyrics for those of us who are quite forgetful. And let's take a look at the vinyl. Not a polyline sleeve, I should point out, which is a shame. All these should have polyline sleeves, personally. And they've even recreated the 1970s Chrysalis label. Isn't that fab? Pop that back. So there we have it. This is Warchild 2. the first time on vinyl, the Stephen Wilson mixes for the first time on vinyl. But as I've said, a lot of these songs have appeared elsewhere on vinyl before. And this gathers together disc 2 of that 40th anniversary theatre edition box set that we all love so much. And this will be available on the 24th of November, and I'll include the Amazon purchasing links just below this video. I've always had a difficult relationship with the Warchild album, never sure how to take it really. Always saw it as a bit of a cop-out, in fact. Especially after the intricacy and magnificence of the Aqualung album, to the mother of all concept albums that was thick as a brick, to the very dark prog opus that mined the dark recesses of the afterlife that was Passion Play, that followed Ronnie Pilgrim from his death on the Fulham Road all the way down to the bottom of the stairs. So Warchild coming after this very, very dense and heavy stuff always seemed like a bit of a cop-out, and there are those that suggest, and there are those that have suggested, that this sudden shift towards, dare I say it, commercial, but certainly more traditional sort of song structures for the Warchild album was partly provoked by Chris Welsh's scathing review of Passion Play, or the Passion Play concert, I think it was. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. Ian Anderson has said that that wasn't the case. They just wanted to go back to kind of more tighter, more traditional song structures and these sprawling pieces, which in the words of Ian Anderson himself were built up of effectively short songs that just melded together anyway. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I listened to the Warchild album a couple of times in the summer and was struck at how much I absolutely loved it. So there we are, Warchild 2 Vinyl Edition, November 24th, Amazon. Do get your copy now. So I'll urge you to click like, subscribe and check the notification bell so you get notified of all this Tull, marvellous Tull stuff prior to its official release. Notified of loads of great stuff prior to its official release. Get the exclusives here on this channel, as well as reviews and ranking videos and lots of other stuff. Anyway, that's all that stuff out of the way. That just leaves me to say, hope you're well, hope you're staying safe, and more importantly, of course, is that you keep listening.